Marilyn continues to back up, holding the badminton racket in her hand. Let's take a look at this scene right here, right before she goes behind a tree. Now you can see her left arm, her left hands. You can see the arm is splitting, the hands are splitting. The top hand has very, very long fingers, it appears. And you can see a texture coming out and going up the arm. The arm is a dark green. This is the upper part of the arm. You can see the dark green area. You can see how the two arms are split. They're actually split. And it appears that these little tiny creatures have emerged from the tree. They almost look like nature spirits to me. They're smiling. You can look at the faces. But what is this? I see horns. See a very large entity with horns on its head. You can see another entity above that one. The left side of her is still a very dark green. In this scene, she begins to pass behind the tree, and this is what we see that is left of her face and her head. The film was made in 1955. Here you see her shape-shifting. This is as she's beginning to back up. Here's another scene where her forehead has morphed, her nose has disappeared, and green scales are covering her nose and going up between her eyes. Her mouth is also elongated. In this old film, nature spirits seem to be surrounding Marilyn, and this is the tree that was off to her right. You can see what appears to be a nature spirit. It has a very pleasant, happy look on its face. Looks like a scene from the movie They Live, doesn't it? In this scene right here, the right hand has become very claw-like, with what appears to be 3 large claws. She's holding a badminton racket in her hands. You can see the left arm has taken on a reptilian texture. You can see a stripe pattern emerging. What's interesting to me is that the actual musculature of the arm has changed, and it's very different. It's definitely not human-like when you look at the tendons. Even though this is a very old film, the reptilian patterns and features show up as they do in a new digital video. Another interesting thing to notice is how strong the lower arms have become. They've thickened, and they look very powerful and very strong. Here's another scene that clearly shows the division on her face, with the left side becoming dark green. Let's take another look at her hands as they're morphing. Notice how long and strong the fingers are becoming. Four arms and one of the hands is missing. She was a heavy drug user and drank a lot of alcohol. Doing those two things will definitely affect your aura. It will open your aura up, and reptilians can literally latch onto you at your chakra points. And I believe in her case, this is what has happened. Interdimensional entities take advantage of people that are sad or depressed or upset. And those people, which include a lot of famous people, can easily become targeted and become a victim. And here she is, right beside the reptilian entity that has separated itself from her. You can see it to the right. In this scene, the left hand is becoming very enlarged and claw-like. You can see the reptilian scales on her upper arm.